Hey, what's up people? Robot is back with another video. Today's video is going to be the 5th episode of my series Getting Better at Call of Duty. And today we're going to be talking about maps knowledge, and spawns knowledge. So the first thing I want to talk about is map knowledge. For you guys, I would suggest whenever you try to learn how the map is, I would suggest doing at least 3 games and concentrate on the alleys of this map. So I'm going to take for example Freight. Freight has 3 alleys. With either the left alley, whenever you spawn C, with the buildings the red big building, 3rd floor, 2nd floor, and main floor, to the containers. The second alley is the middle alley, bottom fire, to ground, passing by B-Dump, and going all the way to the back of the A spawn and domination. The third alley is whenever you start at C, you go right, there's the underground passage, there's Owen building, and there's White building. So, whenever you want to try to learn a map, I would suggest you guys doing one game focusing on one alley and the other game focusing on the 2 other alleys. So the first game you're going to play on Freight, and you're going to focus on the left alley. So whenever you're gonna spawn, you're only gonna go play on the left alley. You're gonna concentrate on the red building, on the containers train, red train we call, or only in the left alley, in the junkyard, or in the container area. So whenever you spawn, you go there and you play there. You play as a defensive player because there's no flag. You protect B and you make sure that nobody gets in the ground house, 1st and 2nd floor. And you make sure to eliminate most of the enemies. In game 2, you're gonna have to concentrate on the middle alley. Middle alley gets a little bit more action because you're gonna play on the flag. You're gonna play on the B flag. You're gonna get shots from everywhere. So I suggest you playing with a submachine gun or anything with close quarters combat. But make sure you're gonna get to fire something at enemies where from they are going to be at the container area. So you come in the game, you cap C, you run straight middle alley, bottom fire, you're gonna cap B, and whenever you cap B, make sure that there is everybody going to look at you. So when you're capping B and playing the middle alley, concentrate on staying behind some walls, behind some things that protect you from bullets, and gonna make you live a little bit longer because most of the map the middle alley always going to be a huge portion of the fight. And on the third map, I would suggest you guys to play on the right side of the map, stay on the right side of the map. I don't really go underground, there's not really a good purpose for that, maybe for flanking, but I'm going to talk about flanking a bit in a moment. So yeah, when you're playing on the right side, make sure to have Owen building to yourself. Whenever you go to white train, be sure there's nobody on white and you get the cutoff to be, and you should be a little bit better. After doing these 3 games, I assure you guys that you're gonna have some better games playing in Freight. So whenever you're playing in another map, make sure to try this, or if you don't want to try this in public matches, make sure to go in private matches and just look out the map, run around, see what they look like, see how they feel like, make sure you have a good sense of it. So I'm just going to talk about flanking quick. So flanking is whenever you go a pass around, make the long way instead of passing in the middle to spot the enemy from behind, take out the enemy from behind. That's flanking. Flank also consists of going around to take the enemy from the side and just taking the enemy by surprise most of the time. And flanking is pretty important, but you gotta make sure that there's nobody waiting for the flanker. Most of the time there's always somebody that's waiting for a flanker. For example, in Freight there's always somebody watching the underground, and that's the only thing whenever you're flanking. Be sure that there's nobody. If you have a good gun skills, you're gonna probably take him out and take the rest of the team out, and that should be okay. But flanking is a pretty good option. Most of the time players in GBs use it. There's always one flanker, there's always one people that is going to be watching if someone flanks. So yeah, guys. Next, I'm gonna talk about the spawns. Just quick to be better at Call of Duty, you gotta know spawns. Spawns is a really important thing about COD. There's a lot of broken spawns also, but you gotta make sure to have at least a little bit of knowledge about spawns. So whenever you're playing team deathmatch, guys, you gotta make sure that you are as far away of your teammate, because the enemies are not going to spawn near your teammates. If you can make a big circle around in your map, you're gonna see that whenever your enemies are grouped up in a bunch, the enemy is always going to spawn away. So if you want a good tip in team deathmatch, don't stay with your enemy, run around, be by yourself, and you should be okay. Whenever you're playing blitz, the enemy is always going to spawn near its blitz. Always going to spawn near his capture point. Make sure to be. This is why blitz is a good game mode to spawn trap, because they're always gonna spawn near their game blitz. So yeah, guys, that's for blitz. And for domination, because these are the three most common modes playing. For domination, whenever you have two flags, they're gonna spawn at their last flag, and whenever they're gonna have all the flags. For example, if you guys have A, B, and C locked, it's gonna be a team deathmatch spawning system. So whenever there's gonna be a lot of grouped up bunch of people in one place, the enemy is going to spawn where there is nobody. So make sure to have this understood. Make sure to understand that spawns are very different for every game mode. For spawning mode, for domination, blitz, and team deathmatch. And just try out. Be sure to, whenever you play, focus on spawnings, focus on map understanding, seeing how it works, understanding how it works. It's all different for every game, and you should be able to have better map knowledge and spawn knowledge. This should help you a lot, getting less death and more kills, because you're gonna know whenever a enemy team is going to spawn or come from. So yeah, guys, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, leave a like if it helped you, leave a comment below if there's anything you want to tell me, if it helped, or if you have any more tips you want to ask, or anything else. And subscribe for more videos. Robot Eyes out. Peace.